Hello everyone, and welcome to my first Sphero episode. So today we're going to be talking about tracks. So as we can see on the camera, we have two different tracks. So over here we have the first track, which I like better, and we have our second track over here. So on the first track, why I like tracks like this is because Sphero can follow in the center of the track, and it's easier to program Sphero, especially for first-time programmers. This track over here is slightly harder to program because Sphero has to follow the lines exactly. So here's an example of Sphero on the track in between two pieces of tape. So what's nice about this is Sphero has lots of room to travel and move throughout the track without going over the edges of both lines. This track is slightly difficult for Sphero because Sphero has to follow the line exactly. So I recommend sticking with the first track when you build your track with your class. So this is my beginner's track. I have 3 straightaways for Sphero and 2 turns, which Sphero will be completing. When building your track, I like to use a tablecloth, a plastic tablecloth, which can be reused every time your class would like to play with Sphero. So what I like to do is I like to put the tape nice and centered so that Sphero has lots of room to go in between and travel through. So when making your first track, you want to make sure that there's not too many turns in it, and maybe put 2 or 3 turns with 4 straightaways for Sphero. The next step in creating your track is you want to have a starting point, and this dot represents where you're going to place Sphero every time you restart the track. This will be very important for our programming stage in our next video. So just remember, when you're building your track, leave lots of room for Sphero to roll. So if we look at Sphero right now, I can fit about a hand length on either side of Sphero. So you can try and do the same thing and just make sure that you have enough room for Sphero to roll, and if you make a mistake, it's just enough that you'll be able to recover as you go throughout the track. Okay, thanks for watching this first episode of how to build your track for Sphero.